Hello, my dear friends. Scene one, take three. Now, yesterday I brought you along while I was showing you how I was making these 10 by 10 non-paper towels. And I've made quite a few of these 10 by 10s, non-paper towels. And then this morning, I was online and I seen where they were advertising these templates that you could buy to make this woven patch. And I thought, well, that would be real cool on my non-paper towels. I thought that would make them a little fancy. And so I kind of looked into it, and it was like $21 for a 12 by 12. And I thought, yeah, that's probably too much when shipping and everything. That'd be too much. And so I looked at the pictures and I said, well, do you really need to have the templates? And I thought, nah, you don't need to have the templates. You can just do it. Just do it like Nike says. Okay, so what I've done is I have cut 3 pieces of flannel. Well, actually, I cut a bunch of pieces of flannel, but I'm using 3. And my squares aren't exactly very square. So what I'm doing is I'm laying these 2 pieces of flannel both face up. Now I'm telling you this is my 3rd try at this because my first one, it didn't go too well. My second one, it didn't go too well either. I'm going to take them apart and redo them. And so here's scene 3. Let's see how this one works. But now this one I'm going to do a little bit different. Okay, so first of all, what we need to do, and I know this part is right, is I want to curve, cut 3 cuts. 1 on the edge, 1 in the middle, and just have them all curvy, and we're going to weave these together. And then the last one is going to go right here. Right there. So see how I've got them now? Those are all 2 pieces. The 2 pieces are cut in just like this. They're cut just like this. Just like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do different on this one to see if this works a little bit better, I'm going to put my pieces from bottom to top here so I kind of know what I'm doing. Like I ever know what I'm doing. I don't really. But that doesn't bother me to know what I'm doing. I just do stuff. Okay, and then, so now I got all of these stacked the way they were cut. Now I'm going to take another piece of flannel. This is what I didn't do on the first ones. And because now on this one, I think just because it was a 10 by 10, it was much easier. And I got this one done really well. And 12 by 12, then it's bigger and it's just more cumbersome. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my pieces. I'll start here. And I'm going to lay my pieces. The first layer. We'll get them, and I'm laying on top of what's going to be the bottom. So that one is upside down. And then I'll just put this on here. And I think by having this bottom on here, I won't have trouble like I did on the first take 1 and take 2. So I'm just going to get them all in there just like this way. So now the third layer, this is the second layer. The third layer, now those are all on there. So now I'm going to take these, they're going to go on this way. And so I'm going to lay this one on here like this. and then I'm going to weave them. This one will go under, just right here, it'll go over. This one will go under and then over. And I'm going to add a little common pin in there to hold them in their place where they're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Did I say common pin again? These are straight pins. Back in the day, they were common pins. Now they're straight pins. I always have to learn the new lingo, you know, when you get old. Okay, see, I put them in order, so I know that this one now will go next. See there? So then, we know that one's going to go right there, and that's going to fit. We're going to pin this one. Now I'm pinning through all 3 layers of fabric. And this one goes under, so we have to lift this one up, put this one under, tuck that under there. And see, make sure those corners are lined up. Put us a little pin. I'll just call it a pin, then I don't have to call it a common pin or a straight pin. Okay, and then we'll just get that one underneath here. And hopefully this time I get a good something good out of this, because I really like this look. And I'm using flannel because I'm making non-paper towels, but if you were using you could use this like this in a quilt as you go, or with quilt squares. Might do that eventually too. There, so I got those ones in here. And then my next piece right here is going to fit right there. So we'll put that one down. Make sure that piece is tucked in there. And today was the first day I saw that advertised. And I really looked at it too, so they'll probably send me the thing. I don't remember the company name, nor would I even tell you what the company name is, because I don't want to rag on anybody, but there's so many things that you can kind of just make your own patterns out of things. I've had to buy templates for things before, and I haven't, mainly because I don't have a real good eye for cutting. And so then this one will go right here, because of I can look at the print and see if I've got it lined up, which I do. I have it lined up. And I'm concentrating. You see how hard I'm concentrating? You see the smoke billowing out of my nostrils? Okay, and there we go. We've got this thing. All the pieces are woven in. Do you see how pretty that looks? Okay, now I'm hoping that now the sewing part, I think the sewing part was all of my piece. Now I'm going to have just a straight piece at the bottom. And so I think my sewing will go better. I didn't have, when I just did it before, I didn't have them all. I had it looked just like this on the bottom. So like these pieces like this were going cattywampus and giving me a hard time. So I'm going to, I'm sure I'm going to have better luck with it this time. Okay. There we go. Now, I have my machine now. on a zigzag stitch, and I made it the zigzag as wide as it'll go, so it's on a 7 on my machine. I don't know. I just spilled my straight pins. Darn it. I am about the klutziest. Now, excuse me while I move you. I'm just giving you a little move here. There you go, just a little move. So you can kind of see what I'm doing. Like sort of see. Okay. Now I'm going along each one of these curved lines with the zigzag. And I sew at a slow speed when I'm going around curves. And I stop a lot too, just to make sure things are going as planned. I'm not a seamstress at all. I'm not even a quilter. But I do own a sewing machine and I love it. And I love sewing fabrics together. So I don't know what that calls me, but I have fun nonetheless. So here we go, and we're getting all the way around. Oh yeah, it's going much smoother now because I got that piece underneath. There we go. So I got the first row done, and the zigzag, when you're zigzagging, you just make sure that you have it zigging on one fabric and zagging on the other. So here we'll go on the next one. And so far my intersections are staying intersected as I told them to. So yes, having that piece of fabric on the bottom sure is making a difference. Because on scene 1 and scene 2, take 1 and take 2, I was already cursing. Not really cursing, but I don't curse. I guess I cursed the other day. I said something about crap. My granddaughter was in here. She goes, Mina, what did you say? And I said, I don't know. Did I say something bad? She said, yes, you said the C word. I said, crap. She goes, yes, you don't say that in front of children. Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you for letting me know. And so, yeah, I have to be careful of what I say in front of children. And crap you can't say. And even her, you know, I can't even poop. You can't say poop. And like when little sister, she's in the potty training mode right now, and they don't even say poop. They say stinky. You make a stinky. Okay, we'll get this language down pat. We can say stinky. That's okay. And then, I don't know if you all have the pleasure of watching the little children's shows, but one of them we watch, one of the favorites of these girls is Bluey. Oh my gosh, that is funny. I got to where I love watching it because it's funny, and how this family is. They're just so kind of like my family. But even they were talking about Papa Bluey, Mr. Bluey. There's Dad and Mom and Bingo and Bluey. And Dad made a Fluffy. They were on the, even that was on the show, even they were talking about the Fluffy. And so what we might call passing gas or something. then they call that a fluffy. So now Papa's real good at fluffies. He's the fluffy expert in his house. And Aria will say, "Oh no, Papa did a fluffy." So we're learning all this new lingo now. That's rated PG. You know, we gotta be careful what we say. Uh-oh, I see a shadow behind me. It's the fluffy man.
Yeah, it is. I got a message from you that there was a spider on my head.
Okay. There's a spider on your head, on your head.
That's what it said.
There's a spider on your head, on your head. There's a spider on your head. Okay, now where am I at here? Okay, Papa, I'm making a video.
Okay.
Okay, I'll enjoy.
Myself out.
Okay, Papa said hi, you guys. So, see? Now I've almost got all of these sewn because you got 4, no, you got 8, 1, 2, 3, 6. You have 6 seams to put together here. And just take your time and do it. There we go. Got one more when I'm done with this one. And so far I haven't had to use any curse words. So this is good. This is good. So now I have one more to do. Okay, having that piece underneath really did, that took care of my issue. So I've got 3 layers of flannel here. So by making my non-paper towels, whenever I get enough made and I'm able to try and put them on Etsy or something, by then I'll have it, hopefully I'll have it mastered. I don't know, I keep saying I'm going to do this and put these on Etsy, and then I don't actually. Oh, I should have asked Papa to help me with my pins. Okay, now let's see what we have here. Let's see what we have here now going on. Now I've got all the seams are stitched. Now my pins are in the floor. I am just the world's worst. Can't find something, it's probably in the floor. Now, so it's like you look on the back and it's almost like it's already quilted. You know, it's like a quilt as you go. And now what I would do with this, now if I get my, boy, I really want my serger. And so I'm going to go figure out what's going to be my next for sale thing for today. And I think I can save up the money. I do believe I can earn the money to buy my serger. I would go with the serger and I'd go around. I think I would cut this round. Anyway, I think I would cut it round anyway. If I don't get the serger, that's no big deal anyway, because I can go and bind the ends with just a binding, you know, just a binding thing on the edge. Or I could just cut it all straight and just blanket stitch all along the edge. So there's a lot of things. But do you see how pretty that looks? I love that look. And a 12 by 12 I think is a good size for non-paper a non-paper towel, or if these were folded up on your table, you just use them for napkins. You could make baby burp rags, just anything you would use a paper towel for, except draining your bacon on. Don't drain your bacon on them. That's what we don't want to do. But I just wanted to show you that, and just in case you saw those templates for sale, this is exactly what the templates do. And so you don't have to, I'm saving y'all some money here. You don't have to, yeah, you don't have to do nothing. Okay, let me see here. Oh, let's do Helen Steiner Rice today. A collection of joy. Let's just go. Holy smokes. Here, I opened it. It says, growing older is part of God's plan. You can hold back the dawn or stop the tides from flowing. No, excuse me, you can't. You can't hold back the dawn or stop the tides from flowing or keep a rose from withering or still a wind that's blowing. And time cannot be halted in the swift and endless flight, for age is sure to follow youth like day comes after night. For he who sets our span of years and watches from above replaces youth and beauty with peace and truth and love. And then our souls are privileged to see a hidden treasure that in youth escapes our eyes in our pursuit of pleasure. So passing years are but blessings that open up the way to the everlasting beauty of God's eternal day. Isn't that nice? And that's growing old. Everything grows old. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's written by Helen Steiner Rice. And I thank God for you all. Thank you for watching. Come back to the next video. I know so many of you just keep coming back, and that's a blessing to me. And I love you all. God loves you all. God watches over you every step you take, every move you make, keeps you safe and secure, happy, healthy, and humble. God bless to all.